Hi, I have some news to share. Please don't freak out. I have cancer, more specifically blood cancer. It's called myelofibrosis, and I'm sure I'm pronouncing it incorrectly, but I will add in the comment how to spell it so you can Google it if you want to. But when you Google it, you will freak out, which is kind of why I'm doing this video, because anyone that I have told has basically gotten really worried about me, and that's lovely, but I also don't want people to be worried about me because I'm actually fine for now. And I just wanted to tell everyone what's going on. So I'll do another video if anyone is ever interested on kind of how I ended up finding out about this. But long story short, my spleen was enlarged for a while. So they did a bunch of tests and, couldn't figure out what was wrong. So they finally did a bone biopsy, which was a very interesting experience, and confirmed that I have a mutation on the MPL gene specifically. And the mutation is causing my blood cells to produce too much fibrin. Over time, what that does is it turns your bone marrow essentially into scar tissue, which, at the very least is very painful, but also causes a whole bunch of other problems and tumors and secondary cancers. So I'm told that a lot of people with this condition will develop leukemia, but also oddly enough, some people actually get myelofibrosis. I'm just gonna call it MF because it's so much easier. People develop MF after they have other cancers. So yeah, it's kind of a mess, but long story short, it's a pretty rare cancer, and the mutation I have, the MPL mutation, is the rare one of it. But the reason I'm smiling and the reason I'm telling you guys not to worry is because it's super early, like ridiculously early, and my blood work could not be better. I do have some symptoms. Like I mentioned, my spleen is enlarged, and that just means that I have to be really careful in terms of impact or whatever. But I don't play football and I'm not very coordinated for sports to begin with, so that's not a worry. And just keep an eye on it because, if it gets much bigger, then they might have to address that specific symptom. The other thing that is bothersome, to be honest, is night sweats. They don't happen every day, which I don't understand why that is, but whatever. When they do happen, I'm drenched. It's kind of disgusting, but also just means that I just feel dehydrated and tired and kind of not really functional after a night of those. I'm also not sleeping very well when that happens, but that's not a big deal. I'm not complaining. I just, I'm explaining. Because honestly, as far as symptoms go, I will take this any day over anything else. So for now, I'm fine, and I am focusing on research to understand what treatment options might be available. As of today, this is not a curable condition. I say that because there is one treatment, and it's a bone marrow transplant or a stem cell transplant. Is the same thing, two different names. And essentially what that does is you irradiate someone's immune system, and you plug in a donor's good cells to rebuild the bone marrow with healthy cells that don't have mutations. And I'm young and healthy, so when I do have that, it's most likely going to be successful, knock on wood and all that. But there's always a chance that it isn't, right? But let's not even talk about that, because honestly, like I said, it's early and I'm healthy and I have all the things going for me that, and a cat, that should make this a successful endeavor. So I'm told that I'll need this bone marrow transplant in the nearest future, not like tomorrow, but let's say within the next 5 years. But I won't actually know that until I have a visit with a specialist coming up in a couple months. the reason they would do it is because I'm young and healthy, and that increases the chances of the body accepting the donor marrow. And hopefully my sister's going to be a match. She's going to get tested, so we'll see. I'll keep you posted. But yeah, until then, the protocol is kind of a wait and see. So every few months I get my blood tested for all the regular things, all the regular markers. Sorry, allergies and vice versa. And we're gonna keep an eye on all of that. And basically, if we see too much movement within my results, then, as far as I understand, I'm not a doctor, then we will either address symptoms, depending what the blood says, or we're gonna say, you know what, we should get ready for the bone marrow transplant because the blood is doing things that we don't want it to do. So yeah, it is what it is. But in the meantime, what's been really interesting is just learning about the flawed design that the body is. And, you know, I'm aggressively researching other options because this is a genetic mutation, not inherited in my case, most likely Chernobyl in my case. So thank you for that, Russia. Because it's genetic, I assume/think that there's a chance that some brilliant mad scientist is going to utilize CRISPR or some other cool new technology for human gene editing, at which point I would be happy to raise my hand to be a test subject, partly because it means not having my bone marrow killed, which would be pretty cool, but also because it gets to advance science, which, like, how cool would that be if someone got to experiment on me and then, like, other people got the benefit? I think it'd be cool. So yes, I'm looking at options like that. I also found this cool researcher guy in Australia who is developing some antibody treatments. Probably not helpful for me yet because he is focusing on a different mutation, the one that's more common in this in MF, and that's the JAK mutation. I think it's something, and don't quote me on this, but I think it's something like only 10% of people who have this condition have the mutation that I have. So maybe not, but yeah, he's cool. He connected with me, or he accepted my connection request and said he'd be happy to meet with me and see what he can offer in terms of help. So yeah, for now, like, nothing's changed. I have this, and, you know, I'm gonna have it, so I'm not gonna freak out over it. I am gonna be proactive, and quite a few of you have already heard from me via email. And again, sorry for freaking you out. I didn't mean to. You know, because I have an awesome network of people, and I'm certain that somebody knows somebody who knows somebody who is doing something cool or will be doing something cool in this space. So yeah, now that you know that I have myelofibrosis, MF, blood cancer, blood neoplasm, all those different things, all the same, maybe your ears will perk up if you're at a fabulous cocktail party and you meet an awesome researcher who's doing something in this space. And if that happens, please ping me and let me know. And until then, I will keep you posted should any developments develop. And if you have any questions, please tell me. I will be happy to answer them. I am making this into a learning opportunity for me. And yeah, I mean, why not, right? Life gives you lemons and makes a limoncello. Ooh, or lemon ice cream. Ooh, lemon cake, lemon olive cake. Oh my God, it's so good. So that's it. Thanks for watching, for listening, and thank you for your support and your worries. And I promise if there's something to worry about, I will be the first to tell you. But for now, I'm alive. I'm okay. See, I'm here. Fun fact, I had to dye my hair before I did this video because I for a hot second did my natural hair color, and my sister said I actually looked like I was dying with that color. And she's like, Magda, please don't post that because people are gonna actually be concerned if they see you with that hair. So I waited, and you know, till I'm back to my natural, right now a bit greasy pink. Anyway, thank you. Mwah!